Johnson, you ever think last year playing high school football Central that you'd be starting the Iron Bowl a year later?
No, I didn't. I didn't have that thought actually. So, but it's a pretty good position to be in. I would say it's really a blessing. I must say.
How excited are you?
I'm very excited.
Growing up in the state, you obviously understand the importance of this rivalry. Talk about it a little bit.
It's one of the oldest rivalries, I think. One of the most important rivalries in the state. It's something that I've grown up around a lot, and man, it's really exciting. I must say that. So.
Yeah, you think about it. Do you ever think February you're getting ready to sign with Central Florida, I guess, and then Auburn calls, and now here you are in this position? Is it kind of hard to believe when you look back at it? Kind of amazing.
It's I really can't describe it. It's just one of those things where I was given this opportunity and I just couldn't pass it up. I just really couldn't pass it up, and now I'm here, and it's a great position to be in, I think.
Have you been to the Iron Bowl before as a spectator?
I haven't, but I've always watched it. I've never been to an actual game, but growing up, I always watched this game. If there was one game that I wanted to see, it was always the Iron Bowl. So it's I know a lot about it. So it's very important to this state. It's very important to a lot of people. So it's really exciting to play in.
What have you guys who have been there before told you about what it's like to play at Tuscaloosa?
Oh man, it's unreal. It really is. I can't really say. It's just it has that. It's more about pride for your school. How much no matter what your record is, no matter the circumstances, none of that stuff matters. Whether you're having a great year or a bad year, this game it sets itself apart from everything else.
Watching it growing up, what's your favorite memory of watching on TV year after year?
You know what? Growing up, from my memory, just seeing Auburn, win a streak of them, and then Alabama coming in, and winning some as well. So it's kind of been just this back and forth thing, So, but I've now just been in this position to actually play in this game. It's something that I've always wanted to do growing up, and just now that I'm in this position, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Were you an Auburn fan?
Growing up, when I got to high school, I started to be an Auburn fan, a big Auburn fan. But growing up, I didn't really have a particular team. But yeah, just in high school, I really started, really liking Auburn. So.
Jonathan, have you talked to Coach Lowe about playing in this game?
I haven't talked to him yet. Really just been focusing in on the game. I've talked to him before, back in high school about it, a couple of times. But other than that, recently I just really just been trying to focus in on the game itself.
So who do you think he's going to be cheering for?
He says when it comes down to these two teams, he's got to go with his alma mater. So of course he'll be cheering for Alabama.
Coach, as you talked about dealing with the noise and trying to recreate that, we could hear that outside of practice yesterday. This is going to be your first road start. What do you think? How do you think you're going to handle an environment like that? What was it like dealing with practice and that artificial noise and technique?
Well, it's just a matter of keeping your composure, staying poised and not letting it get to you. It's going to be very loud there. They have a really big stadium. They have really loud fans, and you just got to play around it.
What have you seen of their defense?
I've seen everything you can imagine. In their defense, that a defense can run. They have an NFL type defense. They bring everything. They do a lot of things. So, gonna be. I would say it's gonna kind of be like Georgia. Maybe a little more. But other than that, it's just one of those things where you just got to take it a play at a time.
So one team is very heavily favored in this game. How do you guys take that?
Hey, it's part of the rivalry. like I said before, you know, no matter the circumstances, no matter you having a great year or a bad year, you know, it just comes down to how much pride you got for your university.
Did you watch the 2010 game?
Sir?
Did you watch the 2010
I did.
game?
I did.
What stood out to me from that? Obviously, this is the first time your team's gone back there. I know you weren't there in Tuscaloosa, but what memories do you have of 2010?
Just the fight that they had, you know, within themselves to keep going. You know, no matter, you know, they were down, but, you know, they never gave up. You know, and being in that hostile environment, you know, just being able to fight through that, you know, it was really, it was really amazing, I must say. So just have to have that same mentality.
For all Cam did, he's still going to be always kind of remembered for that game.
Yeah.
How much do you understand how much players are remembered for what they're in the state, for what they do in the Iron Bowl? Does that kind of hit you yet?
It's one of the things that's going to be remembered forever. You know, no matter what year you played, you know what your part was, it's always going to be remembered. You know, 10, 20, 30 years from now, you know, people still be talking about it. So it's that important. It's that important.